What is the advantage that this place still has for this club?
Well, I think for whatever reason, they have the ability to get on the front foot more easily than when they're on the road. And you saw it in the St. Louis game. They really didn't have what looked like their sea legs until after they conceded against St. Louis. And then they had about a 20-minute spell of good play. It almost kind of felt like the switch flipped with them. And then you saw against Los Angeles, they never really felt like they had righted themselves. Los Angeles was able to get with them in transition and really make things happen. It's not to say that the 90 minutes they played on Saturday night against Austin were 100% pretty. There were a couple of moments before the red card where Charlotte had a couple of unfortunate giveaways that led the chances the other way, and there were some danger moments when it comes to Charlotte. But again, they took advantage of the moment when it came to the red card, and I think there were some moments even before that where they were able to get themselves a lot more forward than they had been in either of the previous 2 weeks. So I think it just offers them that extra little push, that extra little oomph that gets them able to equalize a game. And we've seen them beat teams that, quite frankly, are, I don't want to say above their talent level, but the teams that were above them in the standings in that building, that they have had unfortunate and woeful performances in the reverse. Miami is an incredible example of that last year. Charlotte went down to Miami last year and got a fortunate red card for a foul outside the box on their keeper. They had to go to a backup keeper. They had to go down a man. And then Inter Miami ends up getting a goal at the beginning of the second half and then bunkering and throwing away the key. So that's a situation. And then they win 3-0 in reverse in the home contest. They go to Philadelphia and lose a really, really heartbreaking game, and then they beat the Supporter Shield winners after they had won the trophy in their own building. So it just has that extra little magic, and we see it throughout the league. It's not just Charlotte. Home road splits in this league are more dynamic and more crazy than any league in world football. I think a lot of it has to do with the travel. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, unlike in other leagues across the world, you can't really bring your road fans. The only real venue that we see that with Charlotte is when they go to Atlanta, and we've seen how much those road fans have helped them in Atlanta. For whatever reason, soccer is such a game that is wrought with emotion and adrenaline, and having that extra backing of that fans and support behind you gives you that little extra push you need to be able to get yourself up and in a contest that's hotly contested like the ones that Charlotte FC has had in their building over the last 3 years.